Ranking higher with Google Shopping ads. Understanding Google Ad Rank. Ever felt confused by Google ads? Like your ads aren't reaching the right people? You're not alone. In today's video, I unveil the inner workings of Google ads, showing you how they decide which ads to show and why. Understanding this is key to getting your Shopify store seen by the right customers. We'll break down the big picture and what it means for your ad ranking and click-through rate, how you can get your ads ranking higher so that you get more clicks on your ads. If there's a topic that's been bothering you for a long time, pause this video, get yourself a coffee and sit back to enjoy my video. Before we go any further, I want to highlight that unlike my usual tactical videos, this is meant to give you the big picture plan what Google does in their back end. I hope this provides a clearer idea of how your optimization tactics help you to achieve your goals and get Google to display your ads higher to the right people. Of course, we don't have the exact formulas of what Google is doing step by step, as the full details has never been published. But I will be able to outline the key areas that Google cares about because Google has put out many pieces of documentation online. So I'll pull them together for you in this video, and hopefully that will give you the direction needed to give the best results for your campaigns. This is meant for you if you're someone who is very confused about Google's ways and has been overwhelmed by the changing algorithm and guidelines that Google puts out regularly. Or if you're doing a lot of optimization work but struggle to understand the impact of what's happening and why sometimes you're not just getting the results even if you put in a lot of effort into optimization. Hi, I'm Clarice Lin, the ROI doctor who helps Shopify stores to double store traffic with profitable Google Shopping ads. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're wondering if your Google ads are attracting the right shoppers but not converting them yet, my free resource, the Google Ads Pulse Check, can help you. It outlines the top 9 indicators to verify if your traffic is on the right track. Download the link in the description and pinned comment. Clients who come to work with me often tell me they're confused about Google Ad algorithm and see it as black box where they struggle to keep up with the latest updates and changes. What's a black box exactly? Let me explain. A black box typically refers to something that works in a mysterious way, even though you can see the results it produces. It's like a magic box. You put something in this case your ad details, and something else comes out, your ad showing up in search results, but you don't see the exact steps happening inside. For Google Ads, the black box is the complex algorithm that decides which ads to show for certain searches. We don't know the exact formula, but we do know the general areas Google cares about, like the quality of your ad and how relevant it is to the search. Today, I'll unlock the secrets of this black box and give you some clarity to understand why and how Google designed their algorithm, and how you can leverage on this understanding to get higher ranking for the right keywords. And that should hopefully translate into more sales for your store. If you're confused about the entire Google Shopping Ads ecosystem, you should check out my previous video, The Winning Approach with Google Shopping Ads, Understanding the Ecosystem, where I cover the overview of what are the components needed to set your campaigns up for success and what else is needed to turn clicks into sales. Without further ado, let's break down this black box. Why is Google making it hard for people to understand how the algorithm works? You might wonder why Google doesn't just give us a step-by-step guide to their algorithm. The truth is, a completely transparent system could be exploited by creating low-quality ads that wouldn't be helpful to anyone. By keeping some aspects unclear, Google helps prevent this and keeps search results relevant for everyone. However, Google does provide a lot of helpful resources and documentation, even if it's not a complete roadmap. This allows you to understand the core principles and optimize your campaigns effectively. There's also an element of keeping the system dynamic. If the exact formulas were known, advertisers might get too comfortable and stop innovating to create high-quality, engaging ads. Ultimately, Google's goal is to show their users, or in this scenario, the shoppers, the most relevant ads that are most likely to be helpful in their Google search journey. If Google search results are not relevant and it's not helpful, people will stop using Google search. And to help achieve their goal, that's why we have the Google Ad algorithm. What exactly is the Google Ad algorithm? The algorithm, in layman's terms, refers to a complex set of formulas that are calculated and put together to give a final output. In this case, Google establishes a number of criteria that are important to produce the most relevant ads to be helpful in your search. I'll be covering the criteria in the next section of the video. For now, you just have to know that for every criteria, a formula and a given priority are developed. We don't know what are the formulas, and we have no clue which criteria is more important. What we know is this. This formula and priority for each criteria is then combined to give a score. eventually all of these scores are combined to give your ad a final ranking. And this final ranking is what we call ad rank. It essentially determines when and where your ad shows up, along with how much you might pay for each click. Now that we understand what ad rank is, let's dive into the key factors that influence your ad's final ranking and ultimately determine when and where your ad shows up, along with how much you might have to pay for each click. What determines ad rank? We have learned that ad rank is like a score that determines where your ad shows and how much you might pay. But what exactly goes into that score? How many criteria are there in total? Let's find out. Google has revealed that these are the 6 main criteria: bid, ad and landing page quality, ad rank thresholds, auction competition, search context, expected impact from your ad assets and other ad formats. As I've mentioned earlier, Google does not reveal which criteria is most important or which is more important than another. So in this diagram, I've shown them in a flat hierarchy for the sake of simplicity, assuming every one of these criteria is equally important. Now, let's go into more details. 1. Your bid. This is the maximum amount you're willing to pay for a click. It's like raising your hand in an auction. A higher bid increases your chances of winning that results in showing your ad. Google wants to know your budget to ensure a healthy competition. However, Google Ads considers several factors, not just the highest bid to determine ad rank. So a well-optimized ad with a strategic bid can still win a higher position than one with a simply higher bid. The second criteria is the ad and landing page quality, which can also be summarized as the ad quality score. Google cares about showing relevant and useful ads. They consider factors like your ad's text, how much it matches the search term, and how relevant your landing page is to the ad. A high-quality score tells Google your ad is likely to be useful to searchers, making it more likely to show higher. I'm going to go into a more detailed explanation in the next part of the video and discuss more about this ad quality, because this is one of the key areas you can improve on to get a higher ad rank. The third criteria, ad rank thresholds. Think of this as minimum quality standards. Google sets them to ensure only relevant ads appear. If your ad rank doesn't meet the threshold for a particular search, your ad might not show at all. The fourth criteria is the auction competition. Imagine 2 ads with similar ad ranks competing for the same spot. It becomes a close race. The one with the slightly higher ad rank is more likely to win, but might also pay a bit more per click. This keeps the competition fair and ensures high-quality ad gets the most visibility. During seasonal spikes or holidays when there are more searches than usual, there are more opportunities to show your ads, more demand. However, if there are also more competitors vying for the same ad slot, this is when a higher ad rank becomes even more crucial. Fifth criteria, the search context. Google considers the searcher's situation when deciding which ads to show. This includes things like their location, device, phone or computer, and even the time of the day. This ensures the searchers see ads most relevant to their specific needs at that moment. Let's look at how search context can influence ad rank. Imagine you're feeling hungry and crave pizza. You pull out your phone and search for best pizza near me. Since location is a key part of the search term, Google will consider your current location to find relevant ads. Here's where things get interesting. For this search, Google Ads might prioritize showing ads for pizzerias closest to you. But that's not the whole story. Google also considers the time of the day. If your search happens around lunchtime, ads for pizzerias offering lunchtime specials might be more likely to show up near the top. So not only will you see nearby pizza places, but you might also see enticing lunch deals. By factoring in such context, Google aims to show you the most relevant ads possible. In this case, pizza places that are close by and might even have a special offer to tempt your taste buds. Last but not least, the expected impacts from your ad assets and other ad formats. When you add things like phone numbers or extra website links to your ad, they are called extensions. Google considers how these extensions might make your ad more useful and engaging for searchers. Ads with impactful extensions might get a slight ad rank boost. If you're running Google Shopping ads, this is not relevant, but if you're running text ads, this is what Google takes into consideration. Let's take a quick look at our chart again. To recap why Google cares about these factors, by considering these 6 ingredients, Google aims to achieve 2 main goals. 1, show relevant ads. They want searchers to see ads that are truly helpful and meet their specific needs. This keeps them happy and coming back to Google for future searches. 2, maintain a healthy auction system. A fair and competitive auction system encourages advertisers to create high-quality, informative ads. This benefits everyone, such as see better ads, and Google gets a healthy marketplace for advertisers. By understanding these factors and how they influence ad rank, you can optimize your campaigns to create high-quality, relevant ads that have a better chance of showing up in the right searches. By now, you might be wondering, great, so when does Google calculate this ad rank? Does Google reveal our ad rank to us? Well, the answer is no. Google does not share the ad rank score with us. The reason is because ad rank is a dynamic score. It's not a fixed number that stays permanent. This score is recalculated every time there's an opportunity to show your ad. When there is an opportunity, Google considers all the 6 criteria and assigns a new score. This new score will decide if your ad will be shown and where you'll be shown compared to your competitors. What this means is, your ad rank is constantly being evaluated and adjusted to ensure the most relevant ads are shown for each search. This is why optimizing your campaigns for high ad rank is crucial. By consistently focusing on relevant and high-quality ads, you can increase your chances of achieving top positions over time. Now that we've explored the 6 ingredients of ad rank and when the score is calculated, you might ask, Clarice, okay, so you've talked a lot about the ad algorithm, but what's next? What can we do with this information? Good question. Now that you know that a higher ad rank score is important to get your ads displayed higher on Google search, let's talk about what you can actually do to get as high as a score as possible. Well, here is a piece of good news and a piece of bad news. Let's start with the bad news. Out of the 6 factors we've discussed, 3 of them are outside our realm of control. They are ad rank thresholds, auction competition, and search context. They depend on various external forces like the overall competition for keywords, searcher location, and Google's algorithms. We're not going to focus on those outside our control, but rather we will place our efforts on those areas we can improve on to get a high ad rank. For the good news is, yes, you probably know by now, we have direct control over your bid, expected impacts from your ad assets and other ad formats, and the quality of your ad and landing pages. By focusing on these 3 areas, we can significantly improve your chances of achieving a high ad rank. Let's break down each of these controllable factors and explore specific strategies you can implement to optimize your campaigns. Examples of controlling your bid, or rather optimizing your bids. Scenario 1. Setting a maximum bid. Imagine you're advertising a local bakery and you want your ad to show up when people search for cupcakes near me. You might set a maximum bid of $2 per click. This means you're willing to pay up to $2 every time someone clicks on your ad. Scenario 2. Bidding strategy. Let's say you want your ad to consistently show up at the top of the search results page. You could choose a bidding strategy called Maximize Conversions and set a target cost per acquisition of $15. In this case, Google would automatically adjust your bids throughout the day to try and get you the most clicks that lead to conversions, like someone placing an order on your website at a cost of around $15 each. In summary, your bid is the maximum amount you're willing to pay for a click on your ad. In various scenarios, there are different bidding strategies you can use to optimize your campaigns for specific goals. If you want to find out more about alternative bidding strategy like target return on ad spend, check out one of my other videos, how to set the ideal target return on ad spend to get the best results. The link can be found in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Scenario number 3. Limited budget. There is more traffic to your store and the campaign is now limited by your daily budget. In order to have more opportunities to show your ads, you have to choose whether you want to increase your daily budget. If you are limited by budget, a lower bid or even no bid will be submitted on your behalf. This means your ad might not be eligible to be shown because there is not enough money. For more scenarios on what to do when your campaign receives the limited by budget notification and how to better manage your ad budget, check out my in-depth video, Limited by Budget, What to Do Next, link in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Next, let's talk about how we can control the expected impact from your ad assets and other ad formats to improve your ad rank. Quick definition of ad assets. They are pieces of information that makes up your ad. such as the headlines, the description, images, and other business information, which includes the address, phone number, store rating, additional web page links, etc. An example of how to get better at rank is to craft compelling headlines, focus on the benefits, highlight the value proposition for users. Instead of bakery offering cupcakes, try freshly baked cupcakes delivered daily. Another example to get better at rank is to showcase the value of your products in the description with the relevant keywords. For example, instead of "we sell cupcakes," try "delicious cupcakes made with premium ingredients." Order online for same-day delivery. That highlights benefits, keywords, and a call to action. To improve ad rank, utilize ad extensions. This is more relevant to text ads. If you're running search ads, that means adding links to specific pages on your website, allowing users to find what they need quickly. It could be call extensions, making it easy for users to contact you directly from the ad. It could also be location extensions to showcase your business address and encourage in-store visits, especially relevant for local businesses. Or it could be promotion extensions, highlighting special offers or discounts to incentivize clicks. There is also another variable factor like getting the ads to display in the best possible ways on various ad spaces. This means submitting the correct resolution photo images to get the best visual impact. By incorporating these strategies, you can create text ads that are more informative and engaging, potentially leading to a higher ad rank. If you want to know exactly how well each of these asset performs, there is a ratings report you can look into. Go to your menu, select assets under the asset category, select your campaign. Under table view, select assets. For each of the assets for the selected campaign, there will be a performance rating. It could be best, good, low, learning, unrated. Of course, you want to aim for getting best or good. That assures a good to great performance for your campaigns. You don't want to get a low rating. This likely means it's not getting people's attention and not getting clicked on. Learning means the campaign is still showing the asset and we don't know if it's a valuable asset yet. Unrated means there is not enough clicks, so Google can't gauge if it's a good performance. You have to give it a bit more time before seeing the results. Take note that this report is not available for Google Shopping campaigns. This is only meant for campaigns like Search, Display, Performance Max, or Dynamic Responsive campaign. For Google Shopping ads, the focus is on presenting your products in the most attractive and informative way possible. There is no individual performance rating for each piece of asset. Here is what truly matters. Focus on including high-quality product images, clear titles, and competitive pricing for your products. That includes the price of the product, shipping costs, shipping times, return costs, and return window, if any. There is a report you can use to see how each product ad is performing, which are the ones getting the clicks and conversions. Log into Google Ads, go to the navigation menu on the left, under Products. An entire table of products showing impressions, clicks, click-through rate, cost per click, etc. is shown. You can also view a similar report that is available in Google Merchant Center as well. Next, I want to talk about achieving high ad quality that comprises of two components: ensuring the user sees a high quality ad and having a great landing page experience. What does that actually mean? Let me describe the perfect scenario that Google is looking for. Imagine someone Googling for best running shoes for beginners. Google felt your ad would be very useful to this person and decides to show you an ad. He or she clicks on the ad, visits your store, and checks out the product. They think, wow, this is perfect, exactly what I'm looking for. They click on a few more pages, was very satisfied, checks out, and completes the purchase. The second best scenario would be the visitor clicks on the ad, decides not to buy today, but comes back to check your store pages a few more times and eventually buy. This is the result of matching the right ad to the right query, and Google wants to repeat this experience for every Google search user. In summary, high-quality ads and landing pages equate to relevant ads, closely matching what users are searching for, saving time and frustration. 2. Clear information, providing informative ads and being upfront about the product or service being offered. 3. Fast and easy experience. Landing pages load quickly and are easy to navigate, allowing shoppers to find information they need really quickly. No false promises. Landing pages deliver on what the ad promised, giving a satisfying experience. If you fulfill all of the above mentioned, your ads are more likely to be shown. Your ads will get Better ad positions, meaning yours are more likely to appear at the top of the search results page where users are more likely to see them, and you will likely get more clicks at a lower cost. Google rewards relevant and informative ads with lower cost per click, so you're paying less to reach each potential customer. You will also get more clicks and conversions. Shoppers are more likely to click on and engage with high-quality ads, leading to more website visits and potential sales. Overall, creating high-quality ads and landing pages benefits everyone involved. Search users get a smooth and helpful experience, and you get better ad performance at a lower cost. It's a win-win. To determine whether you're providing a high ad quality and landing page for each targeted search query, Google came up with the quality score to assess your ad to search term experience. This score is rated out of 10 and it's made up of 3 components. Landing page experience, how relevant and useful your landing page is to people who click on your ad. Expected click-through rate, the likelihood that your ad will be clicked when shown. And ad relevance, how closely your ad matches the intention behind a user's search. For each of these components, Google gives one of these 3 ratings: below average, average, and above average. And these are combined to give you the final quality score rated out of 10. If you're scoring below average for any of those components, work on improving those areas. For a below average rating for ad relevance, here's what you can do. Speak the searcher's language. Use keywords and phrases that people are actually searching for in your ad copy. This creates a stronger connection and makes your ad more likely to grab attention. Focus on specific themes. Instead of cramming too many diverse keywords into one ad group, break them down by theme. For example, if you sell jewelry, create separate ad groups for engagement rings and wedding bands. This allows you to tailor your ad message to each specific audience and creates more targeted groups for better keyword alignment, allowing Google to find the right people to show your ads to. So what if your expected click-through rate is below average or average? Here are some tips to make your ad more clickable. 1. Craft compelling offers. Highlight what makes your product special. Focus on the benefits that matter most to your target audience. It could be free delivery, money-back guarantee, etc. 2. Align ads with keywords. Make sure your ad content and keywords are closely related. People searching for running shoes want to see ads about running shoes, not general athletic wear. 3. Showcase unique selling points. What sets you apart from the competition? Why are your products special? Highlight it in your ad. 4. Clear calls to action. Tell users exactly what you want them to do next. Use strong verbs like buy now, learn more, or get a quote. If your landing page experience has a status of below average or average, here are some ways to improve it. Deliver what was promised. People click on your ad expecting something specific, like athletic wear. Make sure your landing page showcases a variety of athletic clothing options. Don't just feature casual wear. Tailor the landing page content to match the ad. Consistency is key. Your landing page should be an extension of your ad. If your ad promotes a new line of yoga pants, the landing page should prominently feature those yoga pants with clear pricing and easy purchase options. This creates a smooth and seamless experience for shoppers. Track conversions even without a perfect score. While your landing page experience score doesn't directly impact conversion rate, it can be a good indicator. Track how many visitors add items to their cart or complete a purchase on your landing page. This can help you identify areas for improvement. Mobile friendly. Most people search online from their phones. Test out your store pages on your phone. Make sure your landing page is easy to navigate and looks good on all devices, especially mobile. You can use Google's mobile-friendly test to check out how your page performs. Nobody likes to wait for a slow website. If your landing pages take too long to load, users are more likely to bounce and go elsewhere. Improve your loading speed for a smoother user experience. There is a Google Ad report that you can use to leverage and improve these matching results to get a high ad quality score. Log into Google Ads. Under the navigation menu, click on Audience Keyword Content. Select Search Keywords. That's where you will see those columns. If you can't see those columns, click on Columns on the top right-hand corner of the table, go to Quality Score and check those boxes. Now you'll be able to see how well your ad matches for each search query. Unfortunately, there is now bad news for you. This report is only available for campaign types that allows you to add your own targeting keywords, like a standard search campaign, display, or YouTube ads. But for shopping ads and Performance Max, because you're not the one deciding the target keywords, so you don't get to see a report like that. So you might be wondering, Clarice, what's the point then of knowing all of this? I'm running a shopping campaign. What else can I do if I don't have a report like that? Well, good news is the same guiding principles apply to your ad. Google does not suddenly develop a totally new ad algorithm to calculate where to place your shopping ad. Without this report, you still have access to the search terms report that Google has decided internally to show your ads for. You can see which are the search terms that are triggering your ads, which were the ones that got clicked on, and what are the ones that generated sales. And of course, how much sales they contributed to your overall store sales. By reviewing this report regularly, you have a clearer idea of the correlation between your product feed and what Google has showed your ads for. This report can be found in Google Ads. Log into Google Ads, go to the menu, under Campaigns, click on Insights and Reports, and click on Search Terms. Select the shopping campaign you want to analyze. That's the report for shopping campaign. For Performance Max search terms, go to Campaigns, under Insights and Reports, and click on Insights. Select the PMax campaign you want to analyze. Scroll down the page and look for Search Terms Insights. You can click on View Detailed Report to see the drill down. Let me do a quick recap on how to use valuable data from Google Ads reports to improve your shopping campaigns and get them ranking higher. Start by reviewing your search terms report. This report shows where you are getting impressions, clicks, click-through rates, conversions, conversion value, cost per conversion, return on ad spend. Identify irrelevant search terms. If you see search terms that don't match your products, exclude them. This tells Google you don't want your ads to show for those searches. Review your product feed. A significant number of irrelevant terms might indicate issues with your product feed. Revisit your feed to ensure it accurately reflects your products. Optimize your product ad performance. Analyze the product report. The report details the performance of each individual ad. Focus on low click-through rates. If you're getting impressions but not clicks, consider improving your product titles and using more appealing product images. Investigate low conversion rates. If you're getting clicks but not conversions, there might be a mismatch between your landing page and your ad, or your ads might be attracting the wrong audience. Review your landing page and consider refining your product feed targeting. For more in-depth click-through rate optimization tips, check out my video, How to Get Higher Click-Through Rates for Shopping Ads. Link in the top right-hand corner of the screen. How to maximize campaign performance. Choose the right bidding strategy. Select the bidding strategy that best aligns with your goals. If you choose target return on ad spend, do set a realistic budget and target return on ad spend. Budget limitations or unrealistic ROAS targets can hinder campaign performance. If you're unsure whether the right shoppers are arriving on your store, you can also download my free resource, Google Ads Pulse Check, where I share the top 9 indicators to determine if you are sending potential customers to your store pages. If you're unsure, this free resource can help identify areas for improvement. If you found all of this too complicated and you want to work with a professional to make sure your ads are ranking high and getting the right clicks to get the sales, do get in touch. I specialize in helping Shopify stores struggling with running profitable campaigns. I help them to get from inconsistent ad performance to predictable, profitable campaigns. If that sounds like it's for you, look for my contact details in the description and pinned comment. I hope I've smashed up the black box for you today and given you a clearer picture of what Google is actually doing. This should equip you with a clear roadmap to optimize your campaigns for success. Let me know in the comments which criteria surprised you most about Google's ad algorithm. If you enjoyed this video and found it valuable, remember to give it a like. It does help with the algorithm, and do subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell for more videos on how to double your store revenue with profitable Google Ads. I'm Clarice Lin, the RI Doctor. Stay profitable.